All right, all right. We're going to get going here. It looks like I need corner 2 and 3, and we can get Gage dropping here. Looks like I got 2 covered. Mr. Crane's going to get corner 3. Thanks again for everybody making it out. I know it's chilly. We'll get through these motos as quick as possible. Get you back to your warm vehicle, wherever. All right. Looks like we're ready here. Got Moto 1 up in the gate. Got 9 Cruiser up in the gate. We got Kyron Tackett, John Marinavini, and Sloan Cook. All right, gates down. It's even to that 30 foot. I think that's going to be Jack on that 1 spot, I want to say. Kyron on that 2, Sloan on that 3. Coming around that first turn back at us, that's that Gold Cup 2 of John Marinavini in that 1 spot. Got Kyron Tackett in that 2 spot. Sloan still on that 3rd. Coming through that rhythm section back to our last turn. Jack looking to pick up that 1 spot. Kyron still on that 2, Sloan on that 3. All right, moto number 2, 17 to 20-ish cruiser. We got Adair Crane, Jackson Hicks, and Alex Snell. Gates are down. Alex got that initial 30 foot. Carlos right there, though, in that 2 spot. Jackson on that 3. Still a tight group coming into turn number 1. Coming back at us, that's going to be Alex still out on that 1 spot. Got Adair in that 2. Jackson in that 3. Coming in into that last turn, back to that line. Alex looking to pick up that 1. Adair still on that 2. Jackson on that 3 spot. We're going to be turning the page, going to Moto 4. We'll be back to Moto 3 in just a few moments. In the gate, gates down, we got Jay Mays, Dominic Ruiz, Evan Reed. Coming around that first turn, they're going high, they're going low. I think that's Dominic right now in that 1. No, that's going to be Evan still in that 1 spot. Dominic in that 2. Jay in that 3 spot. They're battling it out, though. Dominic and Jay going back and forth. They're going high, they're going low. Dominic looking to see if he can make a move here on this 3rd straight. He's looking for some room. Evan is trying to keep that door closed on that inside edge. Looks like Dominic took over that 1 spot. Evan in that 2 spot. Jay on that 3. Looks like that's how we're going to end this one. Dominic, Evan, Jay. Moto number 5, we got Kaylee, Rhea, Leah. 15 novice group. Test for live stream. Test for live stream. Test. All right. Get my riders back to the hill here. We're going to get going round number 2. Please do remember this is a transfer night, so if you got a transfer, you don't need to make your way up here for round number 2. Looks like I'm looking for a Mr. Kyron Tackett here. Once Kyron gets up here, we'll be good. All right. Kyron's making his way in here. Once he gets settled, we'll get Gates down here. Moto number 1, another total points. Got Kyron Tackett, John Martinavidi, Sloan Cook up in the gates. All right, gates are down. Looks like Jack's got that initial 30-foot pop here. Got a beautiful sunset here, out here at Omaha BMX, though it's a little chilly. We'll take that anytime we can get it. Jack coming around that first turn back at us, still out on that 1 spot. Got Kyron on that 2, Sloan on that 3. Jack looking to space it out. Wind picking up here a little bit, making us a little chilly, but it's all right. Just don't get blown off your bike. All right. Coming around that last turn. Got Jack on that 1 spot. He's going to pick up that pair of aces here. Kyron in that 2, Sloan on that 3. All right, 17 to 20-ish cruiser. We got Adair Crane, Jackson Hicks, Alex Snell out there on that track. That's going to be Alex picking up that 30-foot. Adair's right there, though, on that 2 spot. Looking to see if she can make a move. Jackson right there on that 3. Still anybody's race. Alex still on that 1. Adair on that 2. Jackson on that 3. Alex still out on that 1 spot. Adair on that 2, Jackson on the 3. Coming back to the line, that's going to be Alex picking up that 1. Adair on the 2, Jackson picking up that 3rd. All right, gates down. Flipping the page, Mo number 4 out on the track right now. We got 3 riders. Got Jay Mays, Dominic Reeves, Evan Reed. It was a battle in round 1. Looks like Dominic's going to be in that 1 spot right now, coming into that second turn. Jay, though, looking to make a move. He's in that 2 spot. Evan on that 3. Coming in the rhythm section, Dominic's still out front in that 1 spot. Jay on that 2. Evan will look to see if he can make a move in that 3 spot. Coming back to the line, that looks like that's going to be Dominic picking up that 1. Looks like Evan slid into that 2. Jay on that 3. All right, 15 novice mode number 5. We got Kaylee Adams, Rhea Bendig, and Leah out on the track right now. Coming back at us, I believe that's Rhea in that 1 spot. Kaylee's right there, though, on that 2. Leah on that 3. Good to see her back up on her bike. Rhea still on that 1 spot. Kaylee on that 2. Leah on that 3. Coming in the rhythm section around that last turn. Back to the line. Rhea looking to pick up that second win of the night. Kaylee in that 2. Leah in the 3. All right. Flipping back now to moto number 3. Roxon Miller, Judah and Sloan. Gates are down. Sloan's got that initial 30-foot. Roxon in that 2. Judah on that 3. We're going to be taking 2 of these riders onto main. Let's see who can pick up this transfer. That's going to be Sloan, though, out front in that 1 spot. Roxon on that 2. Judah on that 3. Coming into that second turn, Sloan still on that 1 spot. She was just out there on a lap on that cruiser. Roxon on that 2 spot. Judah on that 3. Spacing out a little bit into this rhythm section. Sloan looking to pick up this first transfer. Roxon on that 2. Judah on that 3. All right, back to the line. Looks like Sloan's looking to pick up that first transfer. Roxon still on that 2. Judah on that 3. All right, gates are down. We are on moto number 6. Gabby, Kobe, Angus. Angus and Kobe were battling this out. They're going high, they're going low again. Angus trying to keep that door shut on Kobe. Kobe's looking to see if he can make a move. Gabby's still out on that 3 spot. Angus still out 1, looking to see if he can space this one out. Kobe still on that 2. Gabby on that 3 spot. Coming around this last turn, back to the line. Angus looking to pick up that second win of the night. Kobe on that 2. Gabby on that 3. All right, turn the page. Moto number 7. Got Kyron Tackett, Kylie Snell. Oh, Kyron slipped a pedal. River on that out there as well. Coming in this first turn, that's going to be Kylie out front here. River on that 2 spot. Kyron on that 3. She's looking fast out there, rolling over these big obstacles. Kylie's still out on that 1 spot. That coat looks warm she's got on. I'll take that. River on that 2. Kyron on that 3. Kylie showing these boys how it's done. She's in that 1 spot. River on that 2. That's Kyron on that 3. Coming back to the line, Kylie was looking to pick up that first transfer. River on that 2. Kyron on that 3. All right, gates down. We got Will, Jace, Cameron out on the track right now. Coming back at us. Or I'm sorry, Jack, Jace, and Cameron out on the track. It's Jack in that 1 spot. Jace on that 2. Cameron in that 3. Coming into that rhythm section, it's going to be Jack out front, looking to see if he can pick up that transfer. Jace on that 2. Cameron still on that 3rd spot. Coming back to the line, looks like it's going to be Jack, Jace, Cameron. All right, gates down. Moto number 9, we got Aiden, Lannon, and Micah out on the track right now. Looks like Aiden's out front. Micah on that 2 spot. They're going high. They're going low. Lannon on that 3 spot. We're going to be taking 2 of these riders to mains. Aiden out on that 1 spot. Micah right there, though, on that 2. Lannon on that 3 spot. Coming in the rhythm section, it's going to be Aiden, Micah. Micah's making a move, sliding into that 1 spot. Land's still on that 3. Coming back to the line, looks like Micah's going to pick up that first transfer. Aiden on the 2, Landon on the 3. All right, we are skipping moto number 10 for just a moment. We're on moto number 11, 46 to 50I. Got Chris Sondrup I believe Steve already picked up the transfer. Brian and John out on the track right now. Coming back at us, that's going to be Chris in that 1 spot. That's John on that 2, Brian on the 3. We're going to be taking 2 of these riders on the mains. Chris right now looking to be in shape to be picking up that first transfer. He's out on that 1 spot. John on that 2, Brian on the 3. Coming back to the line, that looks like that's going to be Chris picking up that first transfer. Brian looking to see if he can make some room on John. See if John can hold him off. I think he did. All right, back to moto number 10. We got Brody, Carla, Aiden out on the track. Brody and Aiden were cutting it up bar to bar on our first round. Looks like Brody's able to space this one out a little bit, but Aiden's still right there on his heels. Carla in that 3 spot. Coming around turn 2 into that rhythm section. Brody's still out on that 1 spot. Aiden on that 2. Carla on the 3. Coming around that last turn back to the line. Brody looking to see if he can pick up that second win. Aiden in that 2 spot. Carla on the 3. All right. Jumping back to regular schedule of events. Moto number 12. Gates down. Noah Wilson. Maddox Snell. Jet Duncan out on the track. Right now, that's going to be Noah, I believe, out in that 1 spot. Maddox on that 2. Jet on the 3. Noah looking fast out there. Maddox right there, though, 2 in that 2 spot. Jet in that 3. Coming around that last turn, back to the line. That's going to be Noah picking up that 1. Maddox on that 2. Jet on the 3. All right, turn the page. Moto number 13. We got Kira, Jackson, Dominic out on the track right now. That's going to be Kira getting that 30-foot jump in that 1 spot. Jackson on that 2, Dominic on the 3. Coming back at us. That's Kira in that Gold Cup 2 plate. Jackson right there in that 2 spot. Dominic on the 3. We're going to be taking 2 of these riders on 2 mains. Kira looking to pick up that first transfer. Jackson looking to pick up that second transfer. Dominic in that 3 spot. All right, gates down. Got Alex Snell, Caden Carlson, Brian Lysing out on the track right now. They're going high, they're going low. We're only going to be taking 2 of these riders. They're battling out right now. Alex is in that 1 spot. Braden and Caden battling it out in that 2-3 spot. They're going back and forth. Caden's got the slight edge coming into the rhythm section. See what they can do on this last turn. Coming back to the line. Alex looking to pick up that 1 spot. Caden looks like he's got enough space out there. Braden trying to catch him. It's going to be Alex Braden. Or, I'm sorry, Alex Caden Braden. All right, gates down. Last moto of this round. Got Shane Wade Rod out there on the track right now. It looks like Shane's in that 1 spot. Got Wade on that 2, Rod on that 3. Coming around turn 2. Shane's still on that 1 spot. Wade Rod battling out for that 2-3 spot right now. Still up for grabs. Coming around that last turn, Rod slides into that 2 spot. Wade going high, trying to keep that door closed. Who's got the gas? It's between Rod, Wade. Rod in that 2 spot. Wade on that 3. That's how we're going to wrap this one up. All right, grab a little warmth. We'll be back in just a few minutes for our main round 3. All right. I think everybody's looking to get out here. If I could get my volunteers back to this positions, riders to the hill, we're going to get our last round going here. Thanks again for hanging out with us. I know it's cold. All right. Looks like I got one cruiser up in the gates. As mentioned earlier, we do have our new Riders League open house planned for Monday night, 6 p.m. So if you know anybody who's interested in checking out BMX for the first time, that open house is a great way to check it out. You can just show up here 6 p.m. We'll share a little bit about the new Riders League, what's going on with all of that. And if you do want to sign up for it, it's $149. Includes your first year of USA BMX membership, training, all kinds of good stuff, pizza party, awards at the end. So 6-week program starting Monday night. All right. Looking for Kyron and Jack up here for Moto number 1 for our cruiser class to get that going. Something. Yeah. Nice, yeah. Yeah. All right. I see them making their way up to the gates here. All right. We got a Jack. We got a Kyron. Looks like we got some corners. We'll wait for just one moment for our finish line. All right. You're good, Corey. All right. Moto number 1, main rounds. Friday night, Chile, Omaha BMX. Gates are down. That's going to be Jack out in that 1 spot. Kyron on that 2, Sloan on that 3. Total Points racing here. Jack has picked up a pair of aces, looking to see if he can lock up a 3rd win of the night out in that 1 spot. Kyron on that 2, Sloan on that 3. All right, looks like Jack's spacing out a little bit, still in that 1 spot. Kyron on that 2, Sloan on that 3. Jack coming back to the line. He's picking up that 1. Kyron on that 2, Sloan on that 3. All right, another Total Point, 17 to 20-ish cruiser. Got Adair Crane, Jackson Hicks, Alex Snell. 2, Jackson in the 3. Total Points racing here tonight. Adair still out in that 1 spot for this one. Alex in that 2 spot. Jackson on that 3. Coming around that last turn, coming back to the line. Adair still on that 1. Alex in that 2. I think he's going to be picking up this overall 1, though, of the night. Jackson in that 3 spots. All right, Gates down. Skipping over Moto 3 for just a moment. We're going to be in Moto number 4. That's Jay Mays, Dominic Ruiz, Evan Reed out here on the track. Dominic out in that 1 spot. I believe that's Evan in that 2 spot. Jay on that 3. They've been going hard out here all night for this Total Points race. Dominic already picking up a pair of 1s tonight. Looking for that 3rd. Evan in that 2 spot. That's Jay in that 3. Coming around that last turn back to the line. That's Dominic in that 1 spot. Evan in that 2. Jay in the 3. All right, 15 novice. We got Kaylee Adams, Rhea Bendig, Leah Shelburne out here on that track. Looks like Kaylee picked up that initial 30-foot, but Rhea is on that inside track. Looking to see what she can do coming in this first turn. Leah in that 3 spot. Coming back at us, that's going to be Rhea in that 1. Leah in the, or I'm sorry, Kaylee in the 2 spot. Leah on that 3 spot. Coming into that rhythm section, it's going to be Rhea still out in that 1. Kaylee in the 2. Leah in the 3. Coming around that last turn back to the line. Looks like that's how we're going to wrap this one up as we have the other 2 motos. Rhea getting that 1, Kaylee in that 2, Leah in that 3. All right, turn back to moto number 3. Got 3 riders out here. This was a transfer race, so what you see is what you're going to get here on this one. We got Vinny on that 1 spot, Sloan on that 2, Roxana on that 3 spot. Coming back at us, that's going to be Vinny out there in that 1. Whoa, Vinny taking a little bit of a tumble there. We got Sloan on that 2, Roxanne on that 3 spot. Sloan out there on that 1 spot. Roxanne in that 2, Vinny on that 3. We're going to check on him, make sure he's doing okay. Sloan out there on that 1 spot. Looking to space it out. Roxanne on that 2 spot. Vinny in that, we're going to be checking on him. Make sure he's doing all right there. Coming back to the line, Sloan's going to pick up this win. I think that's her first win here out at Omaha BMX. Roxanne on that 2. Still checking on Vinny for a moment. Give Vinny a round of applause back up on his bike. These new obstacles, a little tricky. We're still all getting used to it. All right. Back to regular scheduled programming. We're on to moto number 6. Gabby Ladoff, Kobe Bendig, Angus Miller. All right, gates are down. Angus got that initial 30-foot. Kobe's right there, though, as he has been all night on that 2 spot. Gabby in that 3 spot. Coming around that first turn, Kobe looking to make a move. Angus trying to keep that door closed. He's in that 1. Kobe's looking to see if he can make a move, though. He's right behind it. They're going bar right into this turn number 2. Coming out of it, Kobe's going low. Angus is right there, though, in the rhythm section. They're side by side. Coming into turn number 3. Angus still on that 1 spot. Kobe on that 2. Gabby on that 3. Coming back to the line. Looks like that's going to be Angus, Kobe, Gabby. Good racing out there. All right, moto number 7. We got Kylie, we got Caden, we got River out on the track right now. This is not a total points race, so what you see is what you're going to get on this one. We got Caden out in that 1 spot, Kylie on that 2 spot, River on that 3. Caden still out in that 1 spot. Kylie on that 2. They're spacing out a little bit here. River out on that 3 spot. Coming into this last turn, still got Caden out there on that 1 spot. Kylie looking to pick up that 2. River on that 3. All right, gates are down. Got 10i out here. We got William Crane, John Martinavini, Jay Sequenzia. Another what you see is what you're going to get on this one. All these riders out to the main event. We got Jack out on that 1 spot. Wilzo right there on that 2 spot. Jace on that 3. Coming in that rhythm section. Jack looking to space this one out a little bit. Out in that 1 spot. Will on that 2. Jace still out on that 3. Coming back to the line. Jack looking to pick up this win. Will on that 2. Jace on that 3. All right. Gates are down. Moto number 9. Got Aiden Outman, Micah Brum, Kaiser Wilhelm out on the track. Looks like coming back at us, that's going to be Kaiser on that 1, Aiden on that 2, Micah on the 3. Another race where what you see is what you're going to get. All these riders earn their way to this moto. We started with 4. We got 3 here. It's still stacked up, though. Kaiser is out on that 1. Aiden looking to see if he can catch him, though. Micah there on that 3. It's tight pack coming back to the line. Looks like it's going to be Kaiser, Aiden, Micah. All right, turn the page. Moto number 10. This is a total points race. We got Brody Diedorf, Carla Crane, Aiden Love out on the track right now. Brody, Aiden been battling this one out. Looks like Aiden's got the edge here on this race. He's in that 1 spot. Brody on that 2. Carla on that 3. Coming in the rhythm section, Aiden's got some space. Looking to see if he can pick up this win tonight. Brody right there on his heels on that 2 spot. Carla on that 3. It's going to be, too close to call. I don't know who got that one. It was neck and neck at the end between Brody and Aiden. Good racing, y'all. All right, 46 to 50 intermediate. We had 4. We're down to 3. We got Chris. We got Steve. And I believe John out there on the track right now, battling this one out. We got Chris out in that 1 spot. Steve is right there on that 2. John on that 3. Chris still out on that 1, coming into the rhythm section out of turn number 2. Got Steve on that 2 spot. And John on that 3. Coming around that last turn. Back to the line. Chris is looking to pick up this win. Steve on that 2. John on the 3. All right, 12X out on the track. We got Noah Wilson, Maddox Snell, Jet Duncan. Gates are down. Noah's got that initial pop. Max on that 2. Jet on the 3. This is a total points race. Noah still out on that 1 spot. Maddox on that 2. Jet on the 3. Noah looking to pick up another win. Maddox still on the 2. Jet on the 3. Coming around that last turn back to the line. It's going to be Noah in that 1 spot. Maddox in the 2. Jet on the 3. All right. 14X. We got 3 riders. We had 4. We got Adam Hartley, Kira Crane, Jackson Hicks on the track. They're going fast. I think Kira's got that initial 30-foot. Adam looking to see if he can make a move, though, coming into this first turn. It's going to be race all the way to the end between Kira and Adam. Jackson in that 3 spot. Adam looking to space this one out a little bit, coming around turn 2 into that rhythm section. Adam's in that 1 spot. Kira, though, is right there on that 2. Jackson on that 3. Coming into that last turn back to the line. Adam looking to pick this one up. Kira in that 2 spot. Jackson in that 3. All right. 720X. We had 4. We're down to 3. We got Caden. We got Bryce. We got Alex. They're trying to make some moves here. Bryce, though, holding off on that 1 spot. Caden coming in low. Alex up high. They're bar to bar in that 2-3 spot. Bryce looking to space this one out a little bit in that 1 spot, coming in around that second turn into the rhythm section. We got Bryce on that 1, Alex on the 2, Caden on the 3. Coming around that last turn back to the line. Bryce looking to pick up this win. What you see is what you're going to get on this one. We had 4. We're down to 3. Bryce, Alex, Caden. All right, last moto of this night. Total points race. Got Shane, we got Wade, we got Rod out on the track. Looks like Shane's got that initial jump, that 30-foot coming around the first turn. That's going to be Shane in that 1 spot. I believe that's Rod battling it out with Wade. They've been battling all night in that 2-3 spot. Rod's got that slight edge on Wade right now. Coming around turn 2 into that rhythm section. We got Shane in that 1, Rod on that 2, Wade on the 3. Coming around that last turn back to the line. Shane looking to pick up that 3rd win of the night. Rod in that 2. Wade on that 3. That's how we're going to wrap this one up. Thanks again, everybody, coming out. We appreciate you, and we will plan to see you next week. Have a good night.